William Wordsworth, one of the most influential poets in English literature, played a pivotal role in Romantic movement, reshaping poetry with his emphasis on nature, emotions, and human experience. His work, filled with profound philosophical reflections and a deep connections to the natural world, continue to inspire readers and poets alike. Born on April 7, 1770 in Cockermouth, England, Wordsworth's poetry captures the beauty of the natural landscapes and the spiritual significance it holds for humanity. Wordsworth was raised in the scenic Lake District as an environment that profoundly influenced his poetic vision. Early years were marked by both poetry and tragedy, as he lost his mother at the age of 8 and his father at 13. Despite these hardships, he found solace in nature, which later became a central theme in his poetry. Wordsworth studied at Cambridge University, where he was exposed to revolutionary ideas that shaped his literary and political perspectives. During his travel in France, he witnessed the French Revolutions, which initially inspired him with its ideals of liberty and democracy. However, as the revolution descended into violence, Wordsworth grew disillusioned, leading him to seek refuge in nature and introspections. This period of contemplations laid the foundations for the poetic philosophy. What was most significant was the prelude is an autobiographical epic that explored his personal development and the role of nature in shaping his consciousness. The poem, which he worked on for most of his life, revealed his philosophical musings on memory, imaginations, and self awareness. Another milestone in his literary career was the publications of Lyrical Ballad in 1798, co-authors with Samuel Taylor Coleridge. His collections mark the beginnings of the Romantic movement in English poetry. In the preface to the second edition's 1800, Wordsworth articulated his poetic manifesto, emphasizing the use of simple language, ordinary subject to evoke deep emotions. He formally declares that poetry should be the spontaneous overflow of powerful feeling, a sentiment that became a cornerstone of Romanticism. Wordsworth's poetry is characterized by a celebration of nature's explorations of memories, emphasizing on personal emotions. His deep appreciations for the nature world is evidence in poems such as Tinjoy and I Wander Lonely as a Cloud, where he portrays nature as a source of inspirations, comforts, and moral guidance. For Wordsworth, nature was not merely a backdrop for human activities, but a living entity capable of nurturing the soul and fostering a deeper understanding of life. Another recurring theme in his work is a childhood and memory. Wordsworth believed that childhood experience had a lasting impact on an individual's development, a notion vividly expressed in old intimations of morality immorality. He viewed children as possessing an innate wisdom, purity that adulthood often diminishes, making memory an essential bridge to reclaiming lost innocence. Wordsworth's latter years saw a shift in his poetic tone. As he aged, his poetry became more reflective, focusing on theme of morality, faith, and resignation. In 1843, he was appointed Poet Laureate of England, an honor that recognizes his immense contributions to literature. Though he wrote less frequently in his final years, his early work continued to resonate with readers. William Wordsworth passed away on April 23, 1850, but his legacy endures. His poetry laid the groundwork for future literary movement and emphasizing the power of emotion, imaginations, and nature. He remains a guiding figure for poets and scholars, a testament to the enduring influence of romantic ideals in literature. Wordsworth's contributions to poetry transcended time, capturing the essence of the human experience through the lens of nature's memory. His ability to find the extraordinary in the ordinary, to evoke deep emotions through simple yet profound language, makes his work timeless, whether through the gentle ripples of a secluded lake or the golden dance of daffodils in the breeze. Wordsworth's poetry continues to speak to the human soul, reaffirming the beauty and the power of the nature world.